You know, every once in a while in sports, you witness a single performance that just becomes legendary. Today, we are diving deep into one of those stories, the incredible journey of an underdog who became an Olympic hero in one single unforgettable game. And look, don't just take my word for it. Those are the words of Jack Hughes, the guy who scored the game-winning goal in overtime. Even the hero of the moment, the man who scored the golden goal, knew the real story. He knew the real reason they were about to get those gold medals. It all came down to one man. 41, that's the number. Just let that sink in for a second. In the highest pressure game of his entire life, with a gold medal on the line against the offensive juggernaut that is Team Canada, this goalie made 41 saves. I mean, that is just a monumental performance. So who was this impenetrable wall? This performance was the one that would go on to define the entire 2026 Winter Olympics for Team USA. Just try to imagine that pressure for a minute. Years and years of training, the hopes of an entire country on your shoulders, and a rivalry for the ages all coming down to this one game. And right in the middle of it all, the spotlight found one athlete who just refused to lose. So who is the man behind the mask? To really, truly appreciate that golden moment, you have to understand the journey that got him there. So let's get into it. Who is Connor Hellebuyck? Okay, so the basics paint a pretty clear picture of a seasoned pro, right? 11 years with the Winnipeg Jets, he's from Michigan, he's a big guy at 6'4", honed his skills at UMass Lowell. But here's the thing, the stats on a page, they don't even begin to tell the whole story. Because his path to the very top, well, it was anything but a sure thing. This was not a story of some can't-miss prospect who was destined for greatness. No, this was a story of pure, gritty determination. 13th. In the 2012 NHL Draft, 12 other goalies were picked before Connor Hellebuyck. He wasn't some first-round phenom, he was a fifth-round pick. To a lot of teams, he was basically an afterthought. But right from the start, he was already outperforming everyone's expectations. At UMass Lowell, he didn't just play well, he literally made history. He became the only player ever to be named the conference tournament's MVP 2 times. That was the first big sign this guy thrives when the pressure is on. And that success in college, that was just the beginning. He took that underdog mentality with him straight to the pros and just started building one of the most decorated careers you'll see from a modern goalie. I mean, when you lay it all out like this, the trajectory is just incredible. You go from the 130th pick in the draft to making college history to winning the Vezina as the NHL's best goalie, and then in 2025, he hits this whole other level, winning the Hart Trophy as the entire league's MVP before capping it all off with Olympic gold. It's unreal. And we really need to talk about that Hart Trophy win for a second. It is so rare for a goalie to be named league MVP. Hellebuyck was the first guy to do it in a decade since the legendary Carey Price did it back in 2015. This puts him in some of the most elite company imaginable. Which brings us right back to where we started, the Olympic final. Now that we know about his underdog journey, about his MVP-level talent, that performance on the world's biggest stage, it just means so much more. And the stakes, wow, they could not have been higher. You can see it right here. The history in the Olympics was heavily in Canada's favor. 15 wins to just 5 for the USA. So Team USA wasn't just playing against the team in front of them, they were playing against decades of history. So how do you overcome all that? How do you beat history? Well, you do this. Canada threw an absolute barrage at him, 42 shots on goal, and Hellebuyck just turned away 41 of them. He was a force of nature, single-handedly shutting down one of the most powerful offenses in the entire world. And what was the result of that epic performance? Pure history. This was only the 3rd gold medal ever for the USA men's hockey team. That puts the 2026 team right up there with the legends from 1960 and, of course, the iconic 1980 Miracle on Ice team. This was way more than just a game. It was a moment that defines a legacy. So you have a 5th-round draft pick who grinds his way to becoming the best player in the world and then wills his country to an Olympic gold medal. It's just an incredible story of resilience and excellence. And it leaves us all with one final question. After reaching the absolute summit of the sport, what's next for Connor Hellebuyck's amazing legacy?